My name is Ren. I'm the videographer today. Before we go on the record, could I just ask that everyone turn off your cell phones or put it on silent, please? Thank you. In fact, how about we say every electronic device you have that makes noise? Come on, it shouldn't be that hard. This is the deposition of Iris Burman in the matter of Cuddlebooshmax Incorporated versus Jigglejammer Productions Limited in the 4th District Court, United States, on this day of August 27th in the year of our Lord 2016 years. Will counsel please introduce yourselves and any present parties heretofore and forthwith that shall represent and or associate in any capacities the organ-based or otherwise sentient and or celestial bodies for whom heretofore case shall associate in or around a state of perpetuity and that we recognize as a comprehensible reality as stated using an English language-based auditory communication scheme here and recognized by all attending parties, living, dead, or in an otherwise animated state of subsistence. My name is David Bentraub of Bean, Briggles, and Shuckle-Snooky LLP, representing Cuddlebooshmax Incorporated.
My name is Antonio Breaky of Akey Breaky and Glockenspiel, representing the defense, Jigglejammer Limited.
Do you swear to give testimony today to the best of your ability, barring any and all injuries, caveats including cardiac events, loss of limbs, extreme weather, chest-bursting parasitic anomalies, unintended gastrointestinal discharge, or drone-based, OS-based, or otherwise AI self-awareness-based computer revolt and societal breakdown?
I do?
Good morning, Mr. Burman.
Objection form, leading.
You must answer the question, Mr. Burman, with a yes or a no audibly.
Objection form, leading.
Good
You
morning.
can answer, Ian.
I'm going to get right to it, Mr. Burman, after I establish a few minor details of your past. I think today we'll go quickly so we can all get out of here at a decent hour. I'm sure we want to be out reasonably. Is it true that you were born on an unusually humid early morning, the August of 1973?
No, I don't.
Would you say that you felt any sense of frustration or anxiety upon
Objection,
experiencing the
relevance.
visceral world outside the safety of your mother's womb?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I was happy. I guess relieved.
So you're saying you did not cry upon experiencing what is arguably the most traumatic event of a person's life? You felt no fear, no confusion whatsoever. Is that correct?
Well, maybe I cried. I don't know.
You don't know or you don't remember. May I remind you, Mr. Berman, that you are under oath.
Do
Do you enjoy his occasional
think-
drink after work, Mr. Berman? Perhaps a cold beer or two after a long day? A little whiskey to take the edge off? A few Jell-O shots before a disappointing parent-teacher conference? Have you ever sought professional help regarding your drinking problem at any time since that fateful day in 1973? So as a newborn, would you say you weren't capable of
maybe
carrying out the
before?
job of overseeing a major product launch bearing a yet untested technology such as the proprietary Jigglejammer augmentations used in the Cuddlebooshmax line, including the Cuddleboosh Life Cuddle series, the Cuddleboosh Squeeze Max, and Cuddleboosh Cutie Frau for German markets that would eventually define your entire career?
Objection, relevance. This company
We
didn't even
requested
exist
documents
then. We're
regarding
not
the
here to waste
Jigglejammer
my
Research
client's
Department
time.
for over
One at
6
a
months
time,
with no sign of
please.
compliance.
We will walk out of this deposition.
You
right
go ahead
now.
and walk out, or let me develop my
One
point.
at a time, please.
In your years at Cuddlebooshmax, would you say you were happy? Did you feel fulfilled with your daily work providing consumers with the safest, secure, interactive, plush, cuddle-based consumer goods?
Well, yes. I mean, I graduated from the leading plush research and chubby.
When exactly were you transferred to the Jigglejammer department at Cuddlebooshmax?
I'd say about 2 years ago. 2 years.
So you don't know the exact date then? Would you say September, July?
Well, I don't know the exact date. I'd say about 2 years ago.
Did you feel a chill that morning? Was it warm and sunny? Did you feel like you needed a cardigan perhaps? Were you singing a little holiday tune to yourself?
I guess I felt warm.
Ah, May 6th. So it is your testimony, as you sit here today, that on May 6th of 2014, you entered your office and began your research into the effects of the cuddle as we know it, just days before the first reports of devastating cuddle-related injuries in over 9 counties? Have you ever felt an affinity for the act of cuddling, Mr. Berman? Do you consider yourself a warm and cuddly person, as is defined by the Journal of Softness and Cud 1294-6?
Well, my research follows
On
a
a
very
scale of 1 to
specific.
10, would you say this here child's toy stirs a desire in you to squeeze the nearest interactive, plush, cuddle-based consumer product?
I mean, I like a cuddle as much as the next guy, but right now maybe 5
So
or
the
6.
remaining 4 or 5 points are about your own anxieties then. What keeps you from that 10? Would you say you're an angry person generally? Is it your testimony as we sit here today that you have a propensity for lashing out
Objection,
uncontrollably?
form, leading, speculation.
One at a
I
time,
won't stand for
please.
much more of this harassment of my client. We've endured this nonsense for long enough. Please stick to the facts, David.
Well,
We really
I don't.
can't.
I mean, I wouldn't say.
We need a yes or no answer today, Mr. Burman.
I don't know.
Thank you for your help today, Mr. Burman. I have no further questions. I just have a few questions to cross-examine with. Firstly, Mr. Burman, is it true that your family was voted cutest family unit by Highlights magazine for 4 years in a row?
Yes, it's a funny story. In fact, you see, we were
On the
always
evening of
big
June
fans of
27th, did you receive a phone call from then CFO of Cuddlebooshmax, where you were ordered to increase the return rate and fluff factor of all Jigglejammer products by 60% under threat of termination, regardless of the risks to consumers that you yourself has documented time and time again?
He was shouting, and he told me if I ever wanted to return to my office, I would just I needed to augment the Jigglejammer to maximum con with 30 days. I just thought of my children.
Thank you, Ian. I have no further questions. That will conclude today's deposition. The time is 5:31. We're going off the record.